something for what it's worth. With you, heaven is a place on earth, and I will take you there. I'll take you.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. What makes you glow in the dark, baby? This reading right here, I'm super excited to bring to you because I was woken up by the moonlight and then inspired to conduct this reading for you guys. So greetings, TAYliens, and welcome back to my channel. Leave love in the comment section down below if you're excited for this topic. All right, and if you're a TAYlien, you already know there is an extra special message at the very end of this video for you. If you're new here and you're like, what did she just call me? What is a TAYlien? TAYlien just means that you are subscribed to this channel, Tarot with Tay, so make sure you join the gang by hitting the subscribe button down below, okay? So, as you can tell from the title of this video, we are going to be talking about what makes you glow in the dark. And like I said, this reading was inspired by the moonlight that woke me up. There was a small sliver of my curtains that were open, and I was like, wait, is it already light outside? Like, it seemed too bright. And I looked out my window, and there she was, the moon shining as bright as ever, as beautiful as ever. And then I was just like, I feel like I'm inspired to film a pick a card reading. So what topic we want to do, Sade? Okay. So here we are filming this pick a card reading, divinely put and placed here by the moon. What makes you glow in the dark, just like the moon? I was also getting this concept of bioluminescence, which is light that is created by water or in the water or something like that, okay? I'm not too familiar with it, but bioluminescence, so glowing in dark places, in dark spaces, whether it's dark because of its depth, speaking of water, or dark because of its lack of sunlight, okay? Either way, let's find out what makes you glow in the dark. We have group number 1 with the spider spirit. We have group number 2 with the phoenix spirit, and we have group number 3 with the shark spirit. And like I said, of course, if you are a TAYlien, meaning you're already subscribed to the channel, you already know I have a video just for you. Well, I mean, it's not a video, it's a portion of the video at the very end just for you, and you can add it in conclusion to whatever group that you happen to pick today. So no long talking, let's go ahead and get this ish one and popping. Group number 1, if you resonate with the spider spirit, let's go ahead and find out what makes you glow in the dark. Okay, so I was hearing freecreditreport.com, and there's like this old commercial that used to have this really great jingle that would be stuck in everyone's head. Freecreditreport.com, baby, or something like that. I don't really remember it too well. But that was a thing that came up immediately when I was channeling for your group. And so with the spider spirit being here, and then that song about credit, something about you that makes you glow in the dark is that you have good credit. And for some reason, this is not necessarily the norm for where you come from, or for what you do for a living, or because of who you are, or there's something here about you having good credit, and that helps you to build the people around you. There's something about you being an anchor for the people around you, but you have a soft and quiet spirit, a soft and quiet energy that elevates people around you. I'm being shown like this spider has the ability to make the things around them levitate. Like you are here on your web just spinning and doing these things, and you're able to make other things around you, things specifically beneath you, like beneath your web. I'm seeing like other small insects, other small creatures, or other small animals. They're glowing, and then they start rising up. Okay, so there's something about ascension here. So there's something that makes you glow in the dark, because you're able to almost telepathically elevate the people around you while you're still building your own world physically. You never leave your web, yet somehow the critters on the ground happen to just look up at the right time. You don't say anything, but they just happen to look up at the right time and they see you spinning your web, and it inspires them. And then they start glowing. I'm literally seeing like these little creatures glowing, like this white glow about them in a dark space, like how the spider is spinning in a dark space. They start to glow, and then they're literally ascending. They're literally rising up, like they're floating, they're levitating up to the level of your web. But you're not saying a word. You're still just quietly spinning. Okay? So let's continue on. Your first energy is 10th house, the world. Tenth house, the world, and the spider. It's almost as if this is you. You spun your world, and then here is time made up by the individuals that glow because of you, the individuals that are inspired by you. They then form time and space around your world. What makes you glow in the dark is that you have this ability to create worlds, vibes, essence, energies, businesses, groups, connections that make people want to join, that make people want to help you, that make people want to be a part of whatever it is that you're doing. Let's move this up. You have this innate ability to create worlds that glow. Essentially, you create worlds that glow. And not only do these worlds glow, but again, people want to be a part of your world. People want to help you build your world. People want to help you build your dream. People want to help you connect. People want to help you. People want to revolve themselves and their time around you. Like, maybe things just don't seem worth people's time, but then somehow they come into contact with you, and all of a sudden that changes. Or all of a sudden they're inspired to move in a new way. We also have trine with flow and Venus with love. You have a way of activating people's, I'm hearing their fifth chakra specifically, which is their throat chakra. You have a way of activating people's individualism through love, through compassion. I keep being brought to like Charlotte's Web. And also there was this other child's book, like Miss Spider or something like that. She was like a claymation or like an animated, it was like a different type of style of animation, but I'm being brought to her figure as well. But there's this strong fourth house maternal energy coming through here, where it's like you are known for inviting people into your circle, inviting people into your world, inviting people into your realm, and lifting them up and loving them and encouraging them into their greatest self. You can do this in so many ways. For some of you, you do this from the position of a boss or a leader or even an employee or a coworker, or for some of you, a CEO. For some of you, you do this from actually being a mother, or you do this from your position of being a sibling, or you do this from your position of being a teacher, of being a bus driver, of being a tarot reader, of being whomever you are in the world. Whatever your title is to people around you, it doesn't even matter, because above all, you just have a way of showing people a new way of life, a new way to live, and it's higher, a higher place, a higher space. And it's a very quiet, you have a quiet way of teaching people, and this is what makes you glow in the dark. I'm going to move this card here. And your tarot cards, we have the Two of Swords, the Sun, and the Page of Swords. Yeah. Once was lost, but now I'm found. Blind, but now I see is the energy that's coming through. What makes you glow in the dark is that you have a strong infinite power to mold or activate, transmute energy, manipulate energy, which then gives you that same power over people. But you use this power for good, for grand gestures that go beyond just you. People see that, yes, you've spun this web that is all your own, but then they see that it's so much bigger than just yours. You're selfless. I'm seeing here that what makes you glow in the dark is that you spend a lot of time spinning your own web, or you may have taken a point of time in your life where you maybe removed yourself from a lot of spaces with a lot of people, or you disappeared, or you went quiet, you like ducked off into a cave, and people were like, well, damn, like this person used to do this person used to do that, or where has this person been, what's been going on? But what they didn't know is that you were creating something that everyone could eat off of. And then once you got to a point where you felt that you were able to come back into the world, there was a spark of excitement, joy, for the love that you spread, for the wealth that you share. What makes you glow in the dark is that you put in a lot of work by yourself, alone. At least it seemed that way. You may have isolated yourself. I'm getting like hermit energy. You were selfish for many seasons or many moons. But now people are seeing the fruits of your labor and how you're now donating these fruits to those in need. And this is what makes you glow in the dark, group number 1. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave love in the comment section down below. If you're a TAYlien, I will see you at the very end of this video. If you select another group, I will see you there. If you're interested in joining Patreon gang, the link is in the description box down below, as well as if you are interested in booking a personal reading, that link is also in the description box down below. Sending you so much love, so much life. I can't wait to see your comments, to see how this resonates. And until next time, take care. Be well. All right, so if you resonate with group number 2 with the Phoenix energy, let's find out what makes you glow in the dark. So the first thing I was hearing was lunch. So for some of you, you have great magical capabilities in the kitchen. You can like really whip up some great meals. Okay, you're just a great cook in general. Even if you're just cooking rice, if you're just cooking spaghetti, noodles, I don't know why I just heard cottage core. I don't know. But there's something here about like you in the kitchen, something about old school cooking too, like on a fire, like even this Phoenix energy. It's like your ability to transform energy with fire is also coming through here as well. What makes my group number 2s stand out in the dark, glow in the dark? You also, there's something intimidating about you. You scare people. Like, I don't know, I was doing something, I was like placing these cards on the table, and it's like, I don't know, I did something and it kind of like made me do like a little jump, like as if I was like a jump scare, which brings me to this Phoenix energy, because it's almost as if you fizzled down into nothing, and then people are like, they got comfortable in you being nothing in this pile of ash, and they're just like working around this pile of ash, or like, yeah, okay, yeah, that pile of ash, like RIP dog, you know. But then something just like shoots up from the flame and it scares people. There's something here about you like giving people a jump scare, or you like really surprising people, you being a wow factor, you really sneaking up on people. This is what makes you glow in the dark. And when you like shoot up from these ashes, it's not just like a little spark. No. Like you literally light up the entire room, the entire world, the entire space. Like you surprise people. Like it's like a surprise attack. You jump up on people. Like I don't know, there's like this essence of you scare people. I don't know, you have an intimidation factor. Now, not because you're trying to, but because you go from literally 0 to 100 real quick. There's something like that, okay? Like something about your evolution is impactful and puzzling, and I don't know why I'm literally hearing like scary. It's confusing. Like people are puzzled by your transformation. All right, let's see what your first card is. We have Aquarius with I know. Yeah, Aquarius rules sudden shifts, changes. It's like all of a sudden, you're no longer telling the old story. All of a sudden, you no longer need crutches when you were just on them a month ago. All of a sudden, you no longer need this. All of a sudden, you no longer need that. All of a sudden. That's what makes you glow in the dark, is that everything that you do is just all of a sudden. Okay, and then I'm hearing, and the next thing you know, it's like these stories, those intro lines, like I forget what they're called. This is crazy. That's how you know. I went to school and just didn't even care, because I literally was an English major. But like when you start off a sentence with like all of a sudden, comma, then out of nowhere, comma, whatever those are called, that little phrase before the comma, you have a lot of those. I'm something about an intrajectory, something like that. But it's just all of a sudden. Your story is full of a lot of all of a suddens. The next thing you know, a lot of exclamation points. Okay, a lot of ellipses as well, like the dot dot dot. A lot of cliffhangers. There's a lot in between the spaces that people don't know. Although it's funny because this card says I know. That's the thing. You know what happened in between those spaces, but all they see is just this sudden shift, this sudden change, this sudden evolution. Okay? And now the next thing you know, they're doing this, they're going here, they're going there. Look, oh my God. Yes, this supports everything that I was just saying. The numinous mystery and Neptune dreams. This numinous mystery represents the in-between that no one seems to know. And Neptune represents that confusion. Okay? What makes you glow in the dark is that people, they don't know your next move. I don't know why I just started thinking of hot dog water. I don't know. Like, you know how people be like, ew, like hot dog water, it stink. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's just like a confirmation for someone, but hot dog water is real. I don't know. I don't know why. Please let me know if that's like a symbol, a synchronicity for you, hot dog water, because I have no idea. People are just puzzled by you. Like, people feel like you're conducting magic tricks, but they don't see the in-between. All they see is that you went from needing crutches, barely being able to walk, to now you're running 5Ks. Like, literally, yesterday you were on crutches, today you're running a 5K. Okay, I won't be so dramatic. Yesterday you were on crutches, and then a month later you're running a 5K. But you were on these crutches and you were struggling. Like, it wasn't like a... The thing is, the reason why it's so mind-boggling is because you go from crutches to winning 5Ks. They're like, so how did you heal and train for a 5K all in a span of 1 month? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to evolve, but you just seem to evolve very quickly. And it's puzzling to people. I'm also hearing it's even causing controversy. Your evolution is causing controversy to people. Okay, let's see what your tarot cards are. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Is it gonna focus? Are you going to focus, darling? 9 of Pentacles. The 2 of Cups reversed. Okay, for some of you, it's like you went from relying on a partnership or relying on your significant other to not. And they're like, I thought that they were like financially dependent on this person, and now they're over here doing this, now they're over there doing that. And the 8 of Swords. Okay, so something that's coming through really strong here has a lot to do with partnerships. Like, for some of you, what makes you glow in the dark is that you may have been really lost in a relationship. I'm hearing like I was flucked up about a bit. Like, you may have really lost your sense of self in another person. And this person was not good for you. There's something here about like a toxic relationship, whether it was a romantic relationship, platonic, it doesn't matter, but you lost yourself. And people saw your light fizzle out, and they thought that you were happy there. They thought that that was the end for you. And then here you are shooting up from the ashes, reignited, renewed, flourishing. And you don't even seem to be triggered when people mention this person's name, or when you see this person. Or even if I feel like for some of you, you still have to go near this person. Like, it doesn't trigger you. There's another message coming through before I close out for group number 2. If you are a TAYlian, there is a message at the very end of the video for you, so stay tuned for that. If you select another group, I will see you there as well. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, that is linked in the description box down below at the very tippy top of the description box. And also, if you're interested in joining Patreon gang, that is also in the description box down below, right by the link for booking personal readings. But the last message that wants to come through, it has a lot to do with the illusion of confinement or the illusion of addictions, the illusion of fantasy. And then there's illumination. And then you see that you were never trapped to begin with. There's something here about you seem to give away too much of yourself. At least that's how it appears on the outside. You give too much of yourself and your light fizzles out and then you turn into that pile of ashes. But there's something in the gift of giving that you know is going to spark you once again. There's just this concept of you may give a lot to people. You give a lot of yourself. You give a lot of your own to people that probably don't deserve it. And you know that they don't deserve it. You give yourself, you are very philanthropic in giving to people that really don't deserve it. Or at least they haven't done anything to earn it, if you will. But you're so empathetic and so giving to people. You see the light in everyone, even if they happen to be like one of the darkest souls. And sometimes this is also how people see you. Like this, again, that scariness, that scary factor, or like the way that you give to people that did you wrong, or the way that you forgive people that did you wrong. It's almost like they expect you to come back and bite them. But really, your bite is just you evolving into a bigger, better version of yourself. People, I don't know, there's like this concept here of like people coming in and taking from your garden what you've built for yourself. And you're giving it willingly. In some cases, you're giving willingly, philanthropically to people. Like there's something about this philanthropic energy. Giving to people that never gave to you or have no intention of giving to you, or maybe they might not even like you. But you don't care. You empathize with just about any living thing. And you don't trap or confine yourself in the illusion of their hatred for you. Because you know that their hatred for you is really just displaced love. You don't take things personally. When your enemy does you wrong, you don't look for a way to fight with them or create a war or create a battle. You evolve into more love, and it scares people almost. I don't know, there's like this essence here of like people that maybe do you wrong. There's something here about people that do you wrong, and like people that don't usually wish the best for you. You do, or you say something, or you become something that scares them, and it makes them kind of like back off. It's like this cliche story of like people making fun of someone before they can even grow into who they really are. And then when time evolves the person into this beautiful swan from an ugly duckling kind of vibe, then everyone wants to be quiet and like be like, damn, like I need some tips from group number 2 on how to do this. I need some tips on group number 2 on how they did that. And they tiptoe around you because they hope that you don't remember how they treated you in the past. But you don't take it personally. And that scares people. It's the thought of this person really should bite my head off, but they're giving me joy, they're giving me love, they're giving me life, they're giving me money, they're giving me tips, they're giving me this. And they think that as they're taking these things, these joyous gifts from you, they're expecting you to bite them or something. But you never do. But it's the fear, the illusion that keeps them on their toes. Because people are expecting you to retaliate for whatever reason, but you never do. And that's what makes you glow in the dark, group number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave love in the comment section down below. Let me know how this resonates for you. And again, if you're a Taylien, I'll see you at the very end, but I'm off. Group number 3 that resonates with the shark spirit. This is your reading. So what makes my group number 3 shark spirit glow in the dark? You have a keen eye. I don't know much facts about sharks, but for those of you that are shark enthusiasts or you just want to look into it, let me know. Do sharks have good eyesight, or do they just have a good sense of something? I don't know. You just have a good keen, I'm hearing a keen eye though. So even if sharks don't have good eyesight, I don't care. You have a keen eye. Sharks are like the big bad wolves of the ocean. People don't charge sharks. People don't try sharks because sharks already have their own reputation. There's something about you, where you come from or what you do for a living, or I don't know. It doesn't even have to be that, but there's something about you or your appearance that just automatically puts you in a world or in a realm where people just don't try you. People don't mess with you. You have this look or this vibe where people just know not to fuck with you. Sharks are literally like, from what we know about the ocean, which we don't know much about the ocean, but just from what we know that sharks are the main ones not to fuck around with. And you know how people will compare like really eager people to sharks, like a gym shark or someone who's a tycoon, or like a shark in the financial world is someone who, like, they don't give a fuck whose head they bite off, but they're making that money. They're making that investment. So what makes you glow in the dark is that you're all about business and you're not afraid to express that. There's something here about like what makes you glow in the dark is that you have no shame in whatever it is that you go hard in the paint for. You have no shame. Like, I don't know, because maybe since you seem to be like obviously spiritual because you're watching a tarot reading, but it seems like you have this perfect balance of being spiritual, but you're also like a tycoon. Like, you want to make big bags. Like, you want to be rich. You want to be famous. You want to be this. You want to be that. And you have no shame in admitting that, or at least you have no shame in admitting that to yourself. I don't think you go around explaining that to yourself, because why would a shark walk around Why would a shark swim around explaining themselves to people? Your essence, your vibe says everything for you. You don't have to say a word. People already know what you're here for. People already know what you came for. They already know. It's clear as day with you. Let's put Shocky over here. Your first card, 12th house, escape. I immediately thought of swim away, like when a shark is coming. Is that from Nemo? I don't know. It's like people see you coming and they prepare to move out of your way. People make way for you. Yeah, like as a shark would, like people just get out of your way. What makes you glow in the dark is that you don't have to say a word. People just move out of your way. You may notice that, like, you are in the grocery store, you're walking on the streets. I don't know why I'm hearing Manhattan or like New York. I'm seeing specifically in New York. Like, you're the type of person that's walking on these busy ass sidewalks in New York City and people move out of your way. They don't bump shoulders with you. They move out of your way. What makes you glow in the dark is that you don't have to say a word, but people just know to move out of your way. I was hearing Racks by Her and Corday. All of your ex and things, all of your ex and things, it don't relax the pain, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then also Ludacris, move, bitch, get out the way, bitch, get out the way, move. Like, you don't have to say a word. Now I'm being brought to like a car tailgating someone. Like, you know when you're driving and someone's like riding on your ass. They're being kind of polite about it, but you just move out of their way. You are that car that's like riding on people's ass and they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna get out of this person's way because obviously I'm not doing enough for group number 3. Clearly I'm not moving fast enough for group number 3. Okay, we have 7th house relating, Pluto transformation. I just heard get with it or get lost. Okay, there's no negotiating your soul or your spirit. There's no negotiating who you are. People know that where you are, who you are, what you're doing, there's no negotiating that with you. They either get with it or get lost. And people tend to get with it, or they at least tend to get out of your way. There's something here that you seem to be going after in your life that usually people would try to talk other people out of, but with you, they're like, nah, you can't talk this person out of that. Like, I don't know, like maybe you feel like you're gonna be like, again, I keep getting like a business tycoon, like I'm getting like Wall Street kind of vibes, and usually people will be like, no, that's not really doable, that's not possible. They know not to tell you that. They just know. It doesn't matter how big the dream or the goal seems. 12th house. It doesn't matter who hasn't got there before or who didn't succeed or who didn't do this or who didn't do that. They know that you're going to make it. Excuse me. And it has a lot to do with connections here as well. What makes you glow in the dark is that you are really great about networking, but in a businessy way. It's like you're not networking to be besties, okay? You're really great at making business networking connections that can take you from level 5 to level 7. And then you take off like a rocket to level 27. You've got connections that matter in whatever world that you're in. Yeah, see, the Chariot is your first tarot card that comes out. And the Chariot, to me, this is like fast movement, advancement, change. And it's literally clarifying 7th house relating. The people that you know, or the people that you'll come across, or the people that support you, or whatever. There's just people are your ticket to wherever it is that you're trying to go. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Clarifying 12th house escape. And again, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter who didn't make it. It doesn't matter who didn't do this. It doesn't matter who never did this. You, even if it's never been achieved before, you have this knowing that it's going to be you. You know that you're going to be the one to get it done. You know that you're going to be the one to do it first. There's something here for sure about investors. Something about investors. Like it's giving someone who has a business idea, a business venture, and you build it up. You build up a great rapport, reputation with I don't know why I'm hearing like the common folk. You build up a great reputation with the common folk, or just the people that come to you on the daily, or your regulars, okay, frequent. But it still just doesn't seem to be enough until, for whatever reason, whatever wasn't enough, the word of mouth leads to some sort of great investment deal that changes everything. You know that what you're giving, you will eventually get. You know that what you're doing is not in vain. You know that it's going to get you somewhere. And this is what makes you glow in the dark, is that you don't have to see any progress to know that you're making it. That's a word. You don't have to see any progress to know that you're making progress. And that is what makes you glow in the dark. That's a powerful ability to have, to see progress that is not even there. Physically, it's not there, but the energy is there. The energetic buildup is there. But 12th house escape and 5 of Pentacles, you have to escape what the eyes can see. I'm also picking up on Looks Are Deceiving by Damian Marley. So you have 3 songs that came through here for you. Racks by her and Corday, Ludacris, Move, or Get Out the Way, I don't know what it's actually called, and Looks Are Deceiving by Damian Marley. You also have a great memory, because usually when I'm channeling, I would have forgotten the songs that I said, but I will not forget those 3 songs. I will not forget them. I'm gonna repeat it again because I don't feel like linking it in the comment section down below. Y'all gotta start learning how to be self-sufficient, dog, because sometimes I don't feel like doing all that. All right, so again, Racks by her and Corday. Ludacris, Move, Big, Get Out the Way. You literally type in what I'm saying, you will find the song. And Looks Are Deceiving, Damian Marley. And this is what makes you glow in the dark, group number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave love in the comment section down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Let me know, what is it that you are shooting towards that you may not see physical progress with, but you know that you're making progress in. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, that is in the description box down below at the very tippy top of the description box. And right below that is Patreon, where you can join the Patreon gang for exclusive behind the scenes info on how to advance through this life, babes. But until next time, take care, be well. I'm off to speak with my TAYliens. All right, so TAYliens, I'm channeling, what's that song? Wake Up by Baby Tron. And I'm hearing specifically my favorite line in that song, wake your ass up. Oh, you got a bonus card, babes. Okay. We'll put your bonus card there. It's Gemini, I think. That's your bonus card energy. Let's do something like this. Oh, yeah. Well, I just want the words. Okay, there we go. Gemini, I think, is your energy. But TAYliens, you resonate with the hummingbird. The early bird gets the worm, and I was just saying, wake your ass up, you know? Okay, so let's see. There we go. Okay, so early bird gets the worm. You're the first to jump on certain ideas, or you're the first to figure out how to overcome some sort of let down, or you know how to come back. You have a great comeback story here, something like that. It's giving this rising from the ashes energy, which brings me back to group number 2, that Phoenix group. Okay, so maybe check out the Phoenix group. All right. Yeah, you bounce back with a smile on your face. Like when people think that you're down and out, you come back with like this big ass smile, this big ass like look on, this big ass smile on your face that people are like, wait, I thought this person was just down and out. I thought this person didn't have money. I thought this person didn't have food. I thought this person didn't have time. I thought this person didn't have this. But then here you are with this big ass smile on your face, like, ah, here I am. It's giving SpongeBob energy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that laugh just gave it all, okay? It's giving SpongeBob energy. Like, how the hell do you have all this energy? How the hell have you not given up yet? Okay? TAYliens. What makes you glow in the dark, TAYliens, is that you don't have an off button, okay? You never really give up. You never really are out of energy. You never really stop. Okay, and I'm seeing the Page of Swords, which also came out in group number 1. So groups 2 and 1 may have the majority of my TAYliens, okay? But let's see what your main card is. We have Black Moon, Lilith, Mystery. Exactly. This makes so much sense. Because it's like, people want to know, like, how the hell does SpongeBob wake up every damn day with that same energy? So positive, so annoyingly happy. How do you do that? It's just who you are. It's just who you are. It's just, it's in you. Come on. Okay, and that's my alarm telling me to go work out, okay? But this is not a workout day. But I still have the alarm to go off on this day specifically because I like to just wake up at this time and just like embrace life and embrace the world and be like, you did it, bitch. You did it. You went to the gym every day this week that you said that you were gonna go. And now let's just wake up early at the same time that you would for the gym to soak up that time to do nothing. Although right now, my do nothing is to do this. I decided to do this. My do nothing is do whatever you want to do. All right, let's continue to dive in. This week, my do nothing was me doing something for my TAYliens. Oh my gosh, we have 6th house, craft, and Pisces, the mystic. Okay, 6th house, craft, Pisces, the mystic. You make time for the things that you want. You create energy for the things that you want. You keep going for the things that you want. Okay, I'm also being brought to someone like getting really close to a finish line and they're getting so tired, but you keep going. Because you look at it like this, you're like, the same amount of time that I spend self-pitying is time and energy that I could be spending on lifting myself up. You got like a magical potion about you. Like you've got like, you're giving genie in a bottle energy. Like you're magical as fuck. Oh, Gemini, I think, because you know that you are what you think. You think high thoughts of yourself. You have high expectations of yourself. You believe that you are small but mighty. You also have this belief that like, if I think this, I can do it. Oh, look at that. As I say, think and do. We have the Page of Cups here. If I think it, I can do it. That's your belief. If I think it, I can do it. Like, you see how he's like sitting here, but his legs are up here. And look, pigs flying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're like, yeah, it may be like, if pigs fly, well, bitch, I'm finna learn how to make a pig fly. I'm finna teach a pig how to fly. You're like, I'm gonna find a way to make pigs fly, even, no matter how impossible it may seem. We have the Four of Swords. You're like, I'm gonna figure out a way. This is giving restoration. You give yourself time to think. You give yourself time to process. You give yourself time away from everything. You give yourself time for self-care as well. This is giving like a routine. It's like people, what makes you glow in the dark is that people wonder how you make time for it all. And it's because you set your mind to something and then you do it. If you know that something is good for you, you're just going to do it. And if you know that something is good for you, you find a way to lift yourself up every time. Like what makes you glow in the dark is that you just always seem to be happy. You always seem to be glowing. We have the Nine of Wands. Even in the midst of uncertainty or in the midst of difficulty, you always seem to find a way. Okay, now I'm also channeling Found a Way by Dave East. Found a Way by Dave East. Okay, and that's how I'm going to leave this message, actually, TAYliens. Go listen to that song, Found a Way by Dave East. I found a way. Okay, Found a Way by Dave motherfucking East, baby. I'm sending you so much love, so much life, TAYliens. If you want to join the Patreon gang, that is in the description box down below, as well as if you want to book a personal reading, it's in the description box down below. But I'm off. Let me know how this resonates with you in the comment section down below, and let me know what group did you choose, TAYliens, besides the TAYlien group, of course. And I'll see you next time. Bye.